Hi everybody, my name is Mike. This is my YouTube page, Mox News, and this is my buddy Rufus. And this is ice cream. Rufus loves ice cream. You love ice cream, Rufus? You love it? Mwah, 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 mwah. Oh, give me kisses. Give me kisses. Okay, so today is Rufus's 10th birthday, and this is the story of how November 17th, Rufus's 10th birthday, and this is the story of how Rufus, my roommate's dog, became my beautiful baby. And my beautiful baby? Who's my beautiful baby? Who's my beautiful who? Who's my beautiful baby? Who? Who's my beautiful what? Who's my beautiful baby? Who? That's right. He's my beautiful baby. And this is the story of how my roommate's dog, Rufus, became my beautiful baby. So when about 10 years ago, 9 years and 8 months and 2 weeks, something like that, my roommate brought home this perfect little baby, right? He would stay right there. See how perfect he is? He was like this big, right? He's like this big. And he brought him home, and Rufus was all like, yep, 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 yep. He just wouldn't stop talking, right? He's like, and he's all just this perfect bundle of fur and kisses, you know. And then my roommate says, what do you think? Should we keep him? And I said, no. And he said, what do you mean no? You love dogs. And I said, you don't want the responsibility of a dog. And he said, what do you mean I don't want the responsibility of a dog? And I said, from the minute I met you, almost the minute I met you, you've been telling me how when your son turns 16, you're gonna be free. Gonna be free, babe. No, when he turns 18, I'm gonna be free. You've been telling me that since the day I met you. And he said, and I said, and your son is 16 now, and a dog, and you're gonna be free in 2 years, and a dog is a 20-year commitment. And he says, I don't care. I'm getting Rufus. I'm getting the dog. And I said, okay. So he brought home Rufus. Rufus stayed with us, and I made clear, you know, that Rufus was his dog. I tried really hard not to be like taking over Rufus and making Rufus mine, and you know, I wanted to make sure he knew that Rufus was his dog, and that Rufus knew that he was his dog, right? And Rufus is his dog. I say, go see your dad, and he goes straight to him. Now, but I made sure, you know, that he knew, you know, you gotta take the dog out. There's certain things you have to do if you're gonna make a good dog. If you're gonna make a beautiful Boo Bear like this, right? You have to do stuff, and you have to take the dog everywhere, and you have to introduce him to people, and you have to teach him stuff, you know. So I made sure that we were taking him out and going places. Like when he would go, he wanted to go out to dinner after he get off work, you know, I'd be like taking the dog with us, you know, throwing him in the truck, and because again, you have to, like, the dog is a member of the family. It's not just some thing that you get and then you just leave him in the backyard forever, you know. So we're taking him everywhere and taking him on walks and stuff, and we're getting ready to go out and for a walkie one night when Rufus was about 6 months old, and my roommate's 16-year-old son friends showed up in their car across the street, and my roommate's son ran across the street to go greet his friends, and Rufus ran after him and got ran over by a giant SUV. It was one of the full-size ones with the big wheels, and Rufus, he head-butted the front bumper, and then he went under the front tire, and then he went under the back tire, and Rufus was pretty broken after, and the people stopped. They didn't hit the brakes until after they ran over him. They didn't see him coming or anything. They stopped and they're like, "Oh my God, we're so sorry." And I'm just like, "It's not your fault. Go." And they left, and it got Rufus picked up in a towel and carried him to the truck, and got in the truck. And my roommate had figured out where the closest vet hospital was. And he got in the truck to drive, and his son got in the truck, and my roommate's yelling at his son about, "What did you do?" And Rufus is like having trouble breathing. You know, Rufus is in my lap in a towel, and he's having trouble breathing. And sorry, buddy, I know you hate this story. And they're fighting. They're just arguing back and forth. And I said, "Just fucking drive!" Because the dog is like in my lap and he's having trouble breathing. And I'm thinking, if they don't shut up in the next minute, I'm going to put my hand over this dog's mouth and I'm going to end his suffering. I didn't tell them that. But that's what I was thinking I was going to have to do. Sorry, buddy. And I said, "Just fucking drive!" And my roommate punched it, and he made it 10 miles in rush hour traffic in like 7 minutes. And we rushed him into, they brought a gurney out to the truck, and we put him on the gurney, and they rushed him into the emergency room. And we sat in the waiting room of the vet's office for like 8 hours. And the doctor comes out, and he says, "You know, we've done everything that we can do." And he showed us x-rays, and his hip was all crushed. He got hit on his left side, and his hip was all crushed. And he says, "It's not going to do any good to do surgery. We can't put that back together." And he said, "The best thing to do is just, you know, try and get him stabilized and you know, see if he can heal up." And but he said, "But I don't know if he's going to make it or not." And he said, "So you guys can come. There's nothing more we can do tonight. So you guys can come and you know, say goodnight to him, or bye, or whatever." And we all went back, and he was in this little kennel, you know, how they are in the vet's office with the stainless steel kennel. He was in this little kennel, and he was there, and he looked all scared. And my roommate was like, "I'm so sorry, Rufus. I'm so sorry." And he stepped back, and my roommate's son stepped up, and he's like, "I'm so sorry, Rufus. I'm so sorry." And he stepped back, and I stepped up to the cage, and I said, "There's my beautiful baby." And his tail started to wag, and the vet said, "That's what we're looking for." And Rufus stayed in the hospital for 10 days. Well, then we went back out in the waiting room, and the doctor said, "You know, you can come back and check on him anytime, but he's pretty much out for the night." And he pulled me over to the side, and he said, "I just want you to know that I'm a huge fan of your work." And I looked at him, and I pointed my finger right in his face, and I said, "If that's true, you treat that dog like it's the president's dog. Do you hear what I'm telling you?" And he looked at me and he said, "I'll do my best." And we went home, you know. Everybody cried. And cried and cried. It was a long night. And then we went back the next day. And when we got to the pet hospital, Rufus was there, and he wasn't in this little steel kennel anymore. He was, they had set up like a playpen in the center of the emergency room, or I guess, you know, the room where they keep all the dogs in the kennels. I don't think that's the emergency room or the operating room, but you know, there's a couple examining tables there, and there's a nurse's station where they type all their computer stuff in, and Rufus's, they set up like a little cage, like a 4x3 cage or something, 4x4 cage, something like that, right next to the nurse's station, and they had blankets and pillows in there, and he was the only one that was like that, and came in, and he had IV, and he had like a catheter in, and it was really hard, but he was, you know, he was spunky. He had, you know, he was like glad to see us, and he was aware of what was going on. You could tell he was still really scared, and and every time one of the nurses would come up to their check-in station or whatever, they'd be like, "Hi, Rufus," and then, you know, he stayed there for 10 days, and I went to see him every single day that he was in the pet hospital, and I would show up, and they'd be like, "Who are you here to see?" And I'm like, "I'm here to see Rufus." And they go, "Rufus has a really big family, huh?" And I said, "Rufus has a lot of people who care about him." And he came out of the hospital, and they gave us pills for him and said keep him sedated, and then like I would like throw away the pills, and I just started giving him marijuana twice a day, and edible, you know, not like CBD marijuana, like fucking cannabis. I gave him cookies, the same cookies that I eat. I gave him twice a day, and he'd just be like, "Oh, just sleep, sleep, sleep," you know, just lay, relax, and we got him through it. And today is Rufus's 10th birthday. And he had a pretty good day. We went to the beach, and we did a barbecue, and we did a barbecue. He liked going to the beach. He knows lots of words. He's so smart. You know, and I have my friend, one of my very best friends, who's one of the smartest people I know easily, and he's like, he goes on walkies with us all the time. You love Unky Sam, huh? And he goes on walkies with us all the time. And he's always like, why won't this dog stop pulling? Stop pulling, Rufus, stop pulling on the leash, you know? Because he's a musher. He's a musher. Every time there's sled dogs on TV, there's one that looks just like him. He's a musher for sure. So, he's like, why won't he stop pulling? I always tell him, you know, when you headbutt an SUV going 35 miles an hour, and we don't have to change your diaper every 2 hours, I will be very impressed, and I won't let anybody give you shit about pulling on your leash. So, anyways, that's the story of how Rufus became my beautiful baby. I promised him when he was in the hospital, I said, you get out of here, buddy, and every day we'll have adventure. Every day we'll have good food. You like cheeseburgers, huh? He loves Mickey D's. You like Mickey D's, huh? You like cheeseburgers. And he loves pizza. And he loves donuts. And he loves ice cream. Yeah, you love ice cream, huh? And Mickey D's. And donuts. Yeah. And he gets his teeth brushed every other day. Huh? You get your teeth brushed? You want to smile for the camera? And every day we go on walkies. And every day we meet people. Huh? We say hi to people every day. He thinks saying hi to people is his job, because he knows it makes people happy. And I'm just really glad that he's here and he's happy, and that it's his 10th birthday. And every day when we go on walkies and I see him, he got this like strut, you know, he's like a prancer. You know how some dogs kind of prance when they walk, like dressage horses. He's a prancer. He struts his stuff, and he's got his balls too. So you know, and he has cannabis twice a week, and he's smart as fuck, and he's as good a dog as anybody could ever want. And today is Rufus's 10th birthday, and for a guy with a crushed hip, he's a very happy boy. And you know, I just want to tell you that story because it's his birthday. And also that, you know, for you people who can't stand the idea of donating to me because you don't like me for whatever reason, you donate to Rufus, you know, because if you give to Mox News and I get to keep doing Mox News, that means Rufus doesn't have to spend 12 hours a day alone waiting for somebody to come home, and maybe if they still have energy, take him for a walk. And you know, because every day we take a break from the news and we go for a walk, as long as it's not dumping rain. And every day we say hi to people, and every day we have new taste sensations, and that's what you help make happen when you donate to Mox News. You help to give Rufus a life that I promised him I would do my best to make sure and give him if he stuck around when he got hit by a car. So I want to thank you guys for that, and I know Rufus wants to thank you too. So that's the story of how Rufus, my roommate's dog, became my beautiful baby.
Hey, you gotta hurt yourself. Hey, get up off the fucking dirt! Don't go on the dirt! Hey! No! Hey, I said no! Get up! Go roll on the bed. Hey, it's too hot. You're gonna burn yourself. Too hot. Stop. Too hot. Go lay on the bed. It's too hot, dude. You're gonna hurt yourself. How hot it is? Can't you feel how hot it is? It's too hot. He's cranking! Too hot, buddy. Hey! Ah! No rolling, no roll on the bed.
Why are you so funny? Go get that Boo Bear. Ooh-cha-cha. Ooh-cha. Ooh-cha-cha. Look at the funny Boo Bears. They're so funny. You're so funny. Why are you so funny? Oh, who's so squeaky? Who's so squeaky? So squeaky, girl. Ooh-cha-cha. Ooh-cha-cha. Ooh-cha. Ooh-cha. Ooh-cha-cha. Ooh-cha. Ooh-cha. Choo-choo-choo. Choo-choo-choo-choo-choo. Choo-choo. Choo-choo. Ooh-cha. Ooh-cha. Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. Ooh-cha. Ooh-cha. Get it, Boo Bear. Get it, buddy. Get it. Get that squeaky. Get that squeaky. Ooh-cha. Ooh-cha-cha. Ooh-cha-cha. Ooh-cha. Get that squeaky. Squeaky, squeaky. It's so squeaky. Why is it so squeaky? Why is it so squeaky? Squeaky, squeaky. Ooh-cha-cha. Ooh-cha-cha-cha. Ooh-cha. 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 Get that girl. Get her. Get her. Ooh-cha. 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 Get that girl. Ooh-cha-cha. Ooh-cha-cha. Shoo-cha-cha. Shoo-cha-cha. Ooh-cha-cha. 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 Get it. Get it, Bookie. Get it. It's so squeaky. It's so squeaky, girl. You're so squeaky. Are you so squeaky? That a happy Boo Bear? Is that a happy Boo Bear? That looks like a happy Boo Bear. Get that girl. Get that girl. Get her. Get her. You gonna get her? You gonna get her? Get her. Get her. Whoosha. Whoosha. Come here. You're my beautiful baby. Hey, who's my beautiful baby? Boo Bear. Who's my beautiful baby? That's right, you are. He's my beautiful Boo. He's my beautiful, my boo, boo. What a beautiful Boo Bear. He's my beautiful Boo Bear. You are. And look at this beautiful girl. She's a beautiful girl. What a beautiful girl you are. Let me see that squeaky. Let me see it. Gimme. You want a tuggy war? Gimme. Let's see it. Alright, I'm going back in. Never mind, I go back in. You don't want to play tuggy war? You want a tuggy war? Do you? Okay, tuggy war. Ooh-cha-cha. Ooh-cha-cha. Are you biting its head off? Oh, it's squeaky. It's so squeaky. So squeaky. Ooh-cha-cha-cha. Ooh-cha-cha-cha. Oh. Like a big old great white shark. He's the big old great white land shark. Ooh-cha-cha. Ooh-cha. That's my thumb. Gimme. Let me see. Ooh-cha-cha. Alright, I got it. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Oh, he's so strong. He's a strong man. You're a strong boy, Boogie Bear. Cha-cha. Cha-cha-cha. Cha-cha-cha. Shoo, shoo, shoo. Gonna bring it? You gonna bring it? Is it squeaky? Is it squeaky, Boo Bear? Does it go squeak, squeak, squeak? Oh, you done? Okay, fine. You're my beautiful baby. Boogie Bear.